It's Vlogmas day 14. What's up, Ash fam? How you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. And I hope after this video you would subscribe if you want, but if not, that's okay. Thanks for clicking on it anyway. So by the title you should know today's video is going to be about the time I ran away from home. So I was 14 years old and I had a lot going on in my life at that time, and I wasn't on the best terms with my parents. Like, our relationship wasn't that great as it is now. But long story short, I went to my therapist or whatever, and I told her I don't feel like staying at home, there's a lot going on, I just needed a break from my house. So there's this guy I was talking to, and we've been talking for a minute. So he always wanted to see me, and he always told me that I was always welcome to come to his house whenever I wanted. So I was like, okay, boom. I asked, I was like, can I come to your house? And he was like, sure. Around this time it was Regents week, so I stayed for a week and a half, because if you know, Regents take a whole week, and a half was the weekend. So I ended up going back home the Monday after school. But anyways, yeah, I went to his house. He lived in the Bronx. My phone was not on at the time. It got cut off. So, this was a journey. It was hard as hell. But I was not about to give up. I really need a break from my house, so I did what I had to do. I left out. I went to the train station. I took the train from where I live to the Bronx, because he lived in the Bronx. And like, by the time I got there, it was dark. It was nighttime, and like I said, my phone was off. So I wrote his number down on a piece of paper, and when I got off the train, I saw like a pay phone. So I called the number like 3 times and it rung out. And then I left a voicemail. And then the 4th time I called, he picked up, but I think the pay phone cut off or something like that. I'm not sure. So I was hella tight because it's dark as hell, and we were supposed to meet at the train station, but I don't know if he was, no, he wasn't there yet. So anyways, I went into McDonald's so I can get some Wi-Fi, because I had a tablet at the time. So that was what I was using to communicate with him. So when I went into McDonald's, I bought something to eat. I used the bathroom. And I was just in there chilling for a little bit, and the Wi-Fi kept going in and out in McDonald's on the tablet, so that was really pissing me off. I ended up asking this lady in front of me to use her phone, and come to find out, she was a police officer. So I was scared out my mind, because I didn't want her to start asking me questions and stuff like that, because I wasn't trying to be in a predicament to go back home. So I was like, excuse me, miss, can I use your phone to make a phone call? And she was like, what's your name? You know, I think she asked how come I should let you use my phone, something like that. I really don't remember the story all too well because this was a while ago. But yeah, ended up telling her, like, you know, my phone is off and I really need to get in contact with a friend. Like, you know, we're supposed to meet up here and this friend is not here right now, and I just want to make sure that the friend is still coming. And she was like, oh, okay. Because she was like, oh, basically all day, you know, people have been asking me to use my phone and whatnot. So something like that. I don't know. And so anyways, I ended up using the phone. I called him and I think he had left out to come meet me. So I think he had left his phone home or something like that. I don't remember. But long story short, he told me what he had on, and I told him I was in McDonald's, so come to McDonald's. He told me, like, basically the description of what he was wearing and all that good stuff. And I told him what I was wearing and what I had with me so he could know what I looked like when he got there. Because we never met each other in person. We only, like, talked back and forth on the phone and Facebook and whatnot. So, yeah. I took a picture of what I was wearing and I sent it on Messenger. Because my phone was off, like I said, and I needed him to, you know what I looked like. So, I kept refreshing my tablet because I did not have the Messenger app. I was on the web, so, you know, how that goes. Anyways, so I ended up meeting him outside. He was outside the McDonald's. And when we finally saw each other or whatever, we talked. He was like, hey, what's up? You know, small talk. Went back to his crib. He was living at his aunt's house at the time. So I went to her crib, actually. And I put my bag. Well, he took my bag and he put it in the closet. And me and him, we was just chilling or whatever. And then, you know, after that, we had went to the grocery store, got some stuff, came back in his house, and they unpacked the groceries or whatever. And me and him, we was just chilling for the weekend. We was playing games. We was watching movies. We was talking. Yeah, I met his aunt, his cousins, and his cousins' girlfriends and whatnot. And yeah, it was basically a chill weekend. I remember when we was sleeping, I was so scared, like my heart was beating because he lived in an apartment, right? So the cops had came up. I guess they was looking for somebody, and they was banging down the door. And my heart is racing, skipping a beat. It's like boom, 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 boom. Because he didn't know that I had ran away from home. He just thought that I was just coming to spend the weekend with him because I never told him. And still to this day, he don't know. But yeah, so I'm like, oh my God, like, are they gonna come in here and ask me, like, is my picture outside for a missing child? Like, is my parents gonna try and track me to find me? Not that I ever had on any of my location services ever, but you know, my heart was scared. I was scared, and my heart was beating so freaking fast. Like, I felt my stomach felt like it dropped to the bottom of my knees. Like, oh my God, I was so terrified. And then in my head, I was thinking, like, should I tell him, like, oh my God, like, I think the police is looking for me, or like, should I just go back to bed and just stop freaking out and just not worry about it? Like, I was like so scared because I didn't know what the police could do. I didn't know if they could just barge into the house and be like, we're looking for such and such, and this is a picture, this is what she looked like. And I didn't know if he would have came to me and would have been like, what happened? Like, did you like run away or something? Like, what happened? Like, why would the police be here asking for you? Like, I thought you said you just wanted to come chill, you know, blah, 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 blah. But long story short, they never came in the house. They went to a different apartment. So I wasn't freaking out for nothing, but I was still freaking out. Went to sleep, you know, woke back up. We were just chilling. We just played games again, and we ate his aunt's food she made. And that was really about it. He woke me back to the train station when it was time for us to go our separate ways. You know, I went back home, sadly, and he went back to his aunt's house. And when I got home, we was not arguing. We had a disagreement. That's for another story time. But yeah, you know, texting him was like, I'm home safe. He was like, okay, you know, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, that's about it for this video, you know. If you have any questions or you want to know more, like, leave a comment down below. And until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.